Coach, just talk about today's game. It didn't end like you wanted it to, but also didn't start like you wanted it to either.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough start. I didn't think that we would give up so many runs so quickly. That was a bit frustrating. However, I was proud that we worked to fight back. We got rid of their number one pitcher, made them go to someone else, and had some contributions along the way. It just was frustrating for us not to get a handle on it right away.
Pitching in this game, especially in softball, it starts in the circle, and sometimes it ends that way also. But like you said, they found a way now to slow, not so much stop them, but they slowed them down. Absolutely.
I thought that they came out aggressive, ready to hit. Adjust the well off of Ellen right away. I mean, they've already seen her for, a couple games, and so, I had a feeling they would come out decently offensive, but, my hope was to be able to stay in a close ball game, and so they just scored a few too many runs before we made the change, and we just couldn't pull it out, but I was definitely pleased with the fight.
Talk about the contribution of this group over the season this year for you.
I think that we've had some contributions for some of our older kids as well as some of our younger kids. We've played a very young team this year, and so, it's good for them. It's good for them to get the experience, and I think that it'll help them in the future come with a more mature perspective about how to handle the seasons as they move forward.
Speaking of that, the landscape changed for you all. You've been Conference USA, you moved over to America, then that landscape changed and all in the process before the season even started. Let's talk about the adjustment of the different styles and all that you all saw.
Absolutely. Well, for us, we're still in transition also. I've only been at Memphis for 3 years, so I've only have a couple recruiting classes. So even while we were trying to find our way and piece what we need to piece together, then of course we made a conference change. So while I feel like we might have competed better this year in the Conference USA, we still had some growing pains, and we had to experience that through the American. And the American's a very respectful conference. They have some great teams. Some great teams are going to represent us in the postseason, and we just have to. It was good for us to see what we need to do to get better, to be able to compete at that level, to be able to make it to postseason, even if we don't win the tournament.
Lastly, expectations coming up for this this off season, get better, and then to move forward.
It's just a time to be able to reflect, to evaluate ourselves honestly, to see about what needs to get better, what needs to change for us to do what we need to do. And I think that, they'll go out and they'll work. My young kids are very motivated. I think this will have been good for them to see what they need to do. It opens their eyes a little bit. And then we've got some young kids coming in, so I look forward to that combination next year.
All right, Coach, introduce yourself, and then we'll close this out.
My name is Natalie Poole. I'm the head coach of the University of Memphis.
This is Jerry Lee Woodley Jr., College Sports Report. Thank you.